Hello everybody, and welcome to the return of the original Demoknight. We're talking Persian Persuader, the Splendid Screen, and the booties. Now, after the last update, the Tough Break update, there was a lot of changes made to Demoknight. I think a lot of them were well-deserved. A few of them are a bit odd, but my favorite, the ones that I love, is that the Splendid Screen got buffed, or changed, and the Persian Persuader got changed. Those are my two favorite items to Demoknight with, just because you don't have all the fancy turning control that you have with the Tide Turner. You don't have any real, I feel like the turning control is kind of a gimmick, and I'm really happy that it got nerfed, because it was really annoying to go into a server where someone is just spinning around and getting the crits. Now you can only get mini crits with it, but the Splendid Screen, okay, let me explain the changes first. So now the Splendid Screen has a 50% faster recharge. Okay, it has a bit more blast resistance. That's always a nice thing. So you're a bit more, whatever. You're a bit more resistant, I guess. But you can't do charge, or now you can do charge damage at all ranges with all shields. But the Splendid Screen has always done more damage with the shield bash. Now, my personal favorite thing to include this with is with the Persian Persuader, because when I go Demoknight, I like to fully commit myself to Demoknight. And the Persian Persuader, now you can have a primary or secondary weapon with it without, having that ability to not pick up ammo. But now you'll just have no bullets and you'll have to constantly run from ammo pack to ammo pack. So, I go full Demoknight. But now, instead of getting health when you pick up health packs, you get charge, which is incredible. Okay, let me explain this. When you charge with the Splendid Screen, you shield bash them, you get the critical hit, you get the mini crit, whatever. They die. You get 20% charge back from the hit that you got on them. Then you get the ammo pack, and you pretty much have a charge again. You can just keep going. It was like it's what the Tide Turner used to be really good at, where you just charge and keep charging. But now you can do that with, a different shield, the Splendid Screen. Personal favorite. Because, I don't know, you just do so much damage with shield bashes and you get a crit. Most classes can't survive that, and then you get a follow-up swing and they're going to go down. But the charge on hit is also a really cool mechanic, because it helps a lot in Demoknight versus Demoknight fights, because if you're fighting up against another Demoknight and you both used your charges already and you're just whacking each other, you're going to get your charge again first. And you can do charge damage at any distance now, your shield bash damage, and you've got the Splendid Screen on, so you just do all of the damage, You get to do so much, and it's so satisfying when you just get to go on a streak to it. Now, you've got your obvious downsides to Demoknighting, where a sentry is just the complete shutdown to your class, but you can still charge past a sentry gun, nail the engineer, then, go down. And I think that's one of the worst feelings an engineer could ever have. He got me behind my own sentry gun. Now you could be like, what about other swords? What about other shields? Well, the Tide Turner, you can only get mini crits now instead of full crits on shield bashes, so I'm not a huge fan of that. Or I am, because the Tide Turner was a really annoying weapon in my opinion, and they reduced the resistances, so you're not invulnerable or super resistant like you used to be. I'm happy that the Splendid Screen has more resistances than the Tide Turner, because the Tide Turner already has so many big things going for it. And they nerfed the charge and charge a bit, taking down its blast resistance, but they did remove the fire immunity, but they sort of added it to all shields with the ability to charge out of debuffs such as Bleed, Fire, Mad Milk, and Jarate. You can just run so fast that you escape your bleeding. What else got changed? The Cladamore got I don't know why they did that, but it's pretty much, I would never use it anymore. It was one of my favorites, for tide turning Demoknight, because you got the extra distance, but now you remove the charge duration bonus, but you get 25 health on kill, but when you have it out, you take more damage, so it's not very good anymore. It used to be, it did its thing well, it extended charges, it wasn't, overpowered, and now, I don't know about that. They upped the Caber's damage a bit, but my favorite thing, Persian Persuader, the Splendid Screen. My favorite Demo Man items in the game, for Demoknighting. Now, Demoknight has a lot of just hard counters. A sentry gun is the most hard counter thing of all. And you have to give up your most powerful weapon, the sticky bomb launcher, to use shield. So it's more of, you know, a mess around class, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun to play. Now, you know, when you're using the Splendid Screen or the Charge and Charge, you don't have all that turn control. You have like the 200% increase from the booties, but you pretty much have to be able to predict where the enemy's going. So when I play Demoknight, I kind of act like a flank class. I don't just charge straight in. I try to find an area either where it's a choke point and I know someone's going to be there. I try to get behind someone and get them when they don't know that I'm there. So that, you know, easier to predict, get that crit swing off. And now that you run out of debuffs and you have a bit higher resistances, it's so much easier just to, you know, get out. And I don't know, I really love this set now that's been changed a bit. It's probably my most favorite thing to do on Demoknight, my favorite thing to do on Demoknight, other than, you know, just regular Demoknight. It's a nice change to the class. Demoknight and Demoknight are just two different classes. He is like the 10th class, essentially, because he has nothing to do with it. And my last thought on Demoknight would be that I don't think that you should ever be using a sword with any other gun, because the switch time is so long now that they've changed it. Like the swords, weapons, you know, all the Cladamore, the Islander, the Persian Persuader, all those, you draw them out so slow now. And I really, really, really don't like it. Ugh. I mean, you get that melee range, but I don't know, the sheath time is just, ugh. I can't stand it. It's just painful to me, I guess. I don't know if it's with the Scotsman Cold Cutter too, because that's the one I use a lot on Demoknight. But, you know, it's whatever. And I think that's all I have to say today. Go pursue your Demoknight dreams, your aspirations, and I'll talk to you all later. Yeah. Have a nice day.